Zozo, also known as the Ouija board demon or the red-faced demon, is the demon that can be called upon using the Ouija board and other forms of spiritual communications. Zozo is one of the fallen angels banished from heaven by God. After his exile, Zozo became a powerful demon in hell, one that is believed to be part of Satan's court. Today, we're diving into the chilling world of the supernatural as we explore Zozo, the infamous demon associated with Ouija boards. Known for its unsettling presence and eerie encounters, Zozo has captivated and terrified those who dare to summon it. Join us as we uncover the origins, stories, and the spine-tingling experiences that have made Zozo a legend in the paranormal community. Are you ready to face the unknown? Let's get started. According to the dictionary Infernal, written in 1818 by Jacques Collin de Plancy in 1816 in the town of Tailly in Picardy, in the French region, a young girl claimed to be possessed. She said she was in the power of 3 demons, Mimi, Zozo, and Crapolet. She was taken to the hospital, where there was no mention of her possession. Workers believe she was up to no good, playing many tricks. King Henry III eventually sent his surgeon to examine the girl, and when she was questioned, she responded with nonsense. The surgeon made requests to her in Latin, which she did not like. They discovered this was not her first time claiming demonic possession, and she was condemned to life imprisonment. This is the first documented case of Zozo, but certainly not the last. Zozo is a tall, muscular demon with black skin, coarse fur on his legs, dark cloven hooves, and a devilish tail. His face is black with large tints of red because he paints red all over his face. Zozo has long, spidery claws at the end of his fingers and has large, demonic yellow-gold eyes with black pupils. He is easily distinguished by his red-painted face and a crackling sound that occurs upon his presence. Zozo is often said to mimic the voices of the dead who the user of the Ouija board wishes to talk to. He is a cruel, sadistic demon who likes preying on people's insecurities and fears, such as delighting in telling them they will die soon. He even mimics other spirits, oftentimes pretending he is 3 different spirits at once. One of the most notable happened in 1982. A contractor found an odd Ouija board buried in the crawl space of his girlfriend's family home in Sand Springs, Oklahoma. The Ouija board had 2 sides, the standard, William Fuld side, and the other, a dark side, painted black with raven's wings around the word Zozo, located where the word Ouija would normally be. Paranormal researcher Darren Evans was contacted to find out more. He began with further examination of the location where the board had been found. He discovered jars of dead, yet preserved, blackbirds buried at each of the 4 corners of the Ouija board. On the top of each jar was a white chalky substance. He attributed that to the white chalk, or lime, used by many ancient cultures to purify oneself before battle, or as part of a magical ritual. The blackbirds could signify a means of barring entry, as though something had tried to come through the board before, but the birds were guarding it and keeping it from coming through again. Evans ultimately played with the Ouija board with his girlfriend. The demon shared information with him from the other side, and over time, Evans became obsessed. Darren Evans told his story about the Zozo demon for the first time on March 24, 2009, on an online forum for true ghost stories. He explained how the first time he had an encounter with the demon, the Ouija board went wild and flew between the Z and the O, frantically spelling Z-O-Z-O-Z-O-Z-O-Z-O-Z-O. Zozo said it had come to take Evans' daughter to paradise, telling him he was going to steal her soul. Evans asked where paradise was, and the plastic arrow, known as the planchette, moved once more. Slowly, it spelled out the word H-E-L-L. He reported also that Zozo spewed some obscenities in what seemed to Evans like Latin or Hebrew. Evans reported how he then rushed into the bathroom where his girlfriend had been giving their 1-year-old daughter a bath. His girlfriend was gone. The tub was overflowing and his daughter was drowning. Though he managed to rescue her that time, Evans claimed the demon was responsible for sending his daughter to the hospital later with an inexplicable infection. it was only a matter of time before Evans had a nervous breakdown, claiming that demons were following him. He pursued exorcism to get Zozo away from his family, and now he runs a site dedicated to warning people of the dangers of messing with Zozo. Evans isn't the only person who claims to have been attacked by the Zozo demon. Hundreds have described their own harrowing experiences. Indeed, the occurrence seemed so popular that a horror film on the Zozo demon, I Am Zozo, was released in 2012. All of the stories regarding the Zozo demon are more or less the same. Someone will sit down to play with the Ouija board, or anything even remotely resembling one. Sometimes people will meet the demon on a Ouija app, or even just after scribbling a makeshift board on a piece of paper. At first, they think they're talking to the spirit of some dead relative. They'll ask questions and be startled at just how much the spirit seems to know about their loved one's life. And then, suddenly, the arrows will start to fly between the letters Z and O. That's when the threats begin. The Ouija will spell out obscenities and blasphemies and promise to drag one's firstborn down to hell. So how will you know if Zozo has come out to play? Like many demons, Zozo likes to make his presence known. Keep an eye out for these warning signs. 1. Rapid movements. If you are using a Ouija board, the planchette may begin moving rapidly. If you are doing hypnosis, the pendant or pendulum may begin to swing. 2. Announcements. Zozo may announce himself by spelling out his name. 3. Feelings of unease. You may feel a sudden weight of dread or unease descend upon you. 4. Darkness. You may see shadows moving or the room you are in may get darker. 5. If you feel that Zozo is with you, do not panic, but take action to end the connection to prevent bodily or mental harm. If, however, Zozo has contacted you, take the following steps to protect yourself. 1. Remain calm. Demons and evil spirits feed off of fear, so take deep, calming breaths and steady yourself. 2. Close the session. If you are playing Ouija, move the planchette to goodbye and formally close the game. If you are using another contact method, close it immediately. 3. Do not speak his name. Using his name gives him power. Avoid speaking about him or to him. 4. Seek help. If you feel you still have Zozo near you, seek out help from a paranormal professional or a religious leader, such as a priest or rabbi. 5. Zozo is a dangerous demon and you should use Ouija cautiously to avoid contacting him. There could be a more this-world explanation behind this Zozo demon. The Ouija board, consequently, is designed to play tricks against us by working off of a principle called the ideometer effect. Our muscles make small subconscious movements without our realizing them, and when we see those movements shift the light piece of plastic on the board, we become convinced that it's happening supernaturally. All this amounts to us being able to scare ourselves into believing the paranormal. At least that's how skeptics explain what's going on in the case of the mass Zozo demon terror. But the terrifying reality is that, in either case, the demons are real, and whether they are in our minds or elsewhere is to be debated. It's hard to say which is more terrifying: the idea that a supernatural demon can possess a child's toy, or the idea that a demon of the mind exists in our own subconscious, convincing us that what we most fear is real. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious.